All right, so I just wrapped up my trading session for the day and for the week. So far this month, I've literally had a 100% win rate. I've had one break-even trades, the rest profitable. So super stoked with how this month is going. You know, I haven't been perfect. You know, I leave a lot of profits on the table by not holding runners sometimes. But again, I'm all after consistency over perfection. So anyways, I want to go over the trade recap. Hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two from this video. So I traded my 10 PA accounts on Apex Trader Funding. As you can see, I made 196 in 10 of these accounts. So just under $2,000 profit for the day. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with how I trade already, the first thing I'm doing is I'm always establishing what the trend is. So what I ended up trading today was oil. As you can see, over the past few days, the trend started to reverse. We started going in an uptrend. We got above our EMA, pulled back, buyers bought it up on this day. And overnight, we had a nice trend to the upside, okay? So basically, when I see this, we're in green candles, we're above the EMA. I want to focus on longs as long as we don't get too close to this resistance level, because I know this is a place where we can end up reversing. So if I use a surfer analogy, again, I always want to trade with the wave of the market. So you'll never see a surfer go against the wave. He's going to go with the wave, be able to ride it. I'm trying to do the same thing as a trader. Now, the step number 2 I'm looking for is I want to find entry confirmations, right? Just because I know the trend is up doesn't mean I just want to enter the trade right away, because we all know we could chop around, we could pull back, the trend can reverse, right? There's lots of things that can happen. So this is where I start looking for my confirmations. Now you can see my Discord group at 6:54 a.m. my time. I'm 2 hours behind Eastern time. I said, CL doesn't look bad for longs if we can hold VWAP and get confirmation. The bigger time frames show a nice uptrend too, as I just showed you. And then a minute later, I said I will need some volume to kick in first for me to get in. So if we go back to the chart here, now that I know the bigger time frame, I want to zoom in to the 5-minute. Okay, I know what I'm focused on. I know I want to go long. I'm going to go to the 5-minute now. We can see the trend is also staying up on the 5-minute, right? So for me, that's looking, are we above the EMA and the VWAP? Okay, so that's why in this Discord message, I said as long as we can hold above the VWAP, right, I want to focus on long setups. So once I saw we were holding this VWAP, which is basically around right here, 655, just before oil open, this is where I can go into an even smaller time frame and look for my entry confirmations. Okay, so I'm going to go to a 2-minute time frame, and essentially the confirmations I'm looking for is I want to see a 2-minute MACD cross. I want to see some green Heikin-Ashi candles, and as I said, I want some volume to kick in, because the volume is where I'm going to put my stop loss. So anyways, we end up getting our first confirmation candle right here. Now, as you can see, this had super low volume. The market didn't really open yet. And then the next candle, the MACD started across, okay? So essentially from here, I got 2 of my main confirmations. And that's why I said in here, all I need is some volume to kick in and I can get into this position. We can see that this candle, right, volume really started kicking in. We basically dipped the lows. Buyers aggressively bought this up with high volume. And this is where I started looking for an entry point. So at the time we closed around right here, I basically just put a limit order just below where it closed, knowing we could pull back a little bit. So I ended up getting in like right where the VWAP was, 83.34 or so. Then from there, I put my stop below the volume. Okay, so for me, the volume is the defense for my position. All right, so if I draw the box here, basically this is my trade. So entered around right here. So this was my risk on the trade. Then essentially I was just looking for us to get close to this resistance area. So I believe I had a limit order at around 83.50. So this is what my risk reward looked like. And essentially from there, a few minutes later, we got some aggressive buyers kicking in, and we immediately reached my target within the next 5 minutes or so. Again, this is why you always want to wait for volume, because you're less likely to be in your trade when it's choppy. And most likely all the pullbacks are going to get defended. Obviously, again, it wasn't a huge trade, but I had a nice risk reward on it, so I can't complain about that. Again, I'm just going for consistency, not perfection. I'm not trying to nail the top. I'm not trying to nail the bottom. So that was my only trade for the day, and I was pretty much done by 7:11 a.m. So today was a super short session. I was watching some of the other markets to potentially take another trade, but didn't really see anything. So I decided to close out the week from there. So anyways, guys, that was my trade for the day. I hope you guys all had a great trading day yourself and trading week. I will see you guys back again Monday morning for hopefully another awesome week in the markets. Real quick before you guys go, if you don't know, I have a free course showing you how you can start trading with no money using funded accounts. Like I said, This is how I trade with Apex Trader Funding. And inside this free training, you'll also get access to my 2-minute profitable scalping strategy that literally anyone can follow. So if you guys want access to this course and see how to get fund accounts, how to get all set up with that, and inside that, I also show you how to scale your accounts by using copy trading, basically just trading on the multiple accounts, all on the same trade. Again, if you guys want access to that free course, all you have to do is go to the first link in the description below this video, or just head over to this link right here. That being said, guys, as always, I hope you have a good weekend. Use this time to reset, review, and get ready for next week.